wife's sick and you're a deacon in the church, why can't you go to the church and say, hey, my wife's sick, here's how it goes? Now, he'll lose faith. For one, she takes pain meds. She's a chronic pain. Her kidneys are gone. Her sciatic nerve is completely shot, never shuts down. I mean, y'all, I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's crazy. And her only relief is pain meds and lidocaine shots she has to stick in her side. That's not fun. Lidocaine is not a happy drug. It's just a numbing thing. They have to numb her body to kill her pain. God made everything. Didn't he make that lidocaine for that woman? Now she can't get it. Now she can't get her pain meds. She's not on any other meds. She don't take benzos or nothing. It's just pain meds. Now she don't have it. The withdrawal from the 8 or 9 years that she's been on them is going to be horrific. She's going to be sick. She's going to... opiate sickness is unreal, y'all. God don't want that. The government's taking money and become the new middleman for insurance. Came out here and made this and said you have to have it, or you're gonna the taxes that you gotta pay the government. So here's why I'm going. I'm mad about it. So I'm trying to keep focused. The church wants this, and the government wants this, and now you can't have insurance. Now you can't take care of your family. Now you can't do anything because almost all your money's gone, but you're still working like a motherfucker, ain't you? But let me tell you something about your tithe. Yeah, Deuteronomy 26 says to tithe. But then again, there's over 55 verses that churches use to tell you to tithe. I read all 55. I read them today, and guess what? None of them say 10%. None of them say money. It's first fruits, your labor. He's a deacon in the church. They can cut him a break for a little while till they can find a cheaper insurance, which ain't gonna happen. You know, see, we can't do nothing about the government, can we? Because y'all scared of them in the goddamn police state. You won't do nothing about the damn government. So let's talk about the church. The church is supposed to help people. This woman's sick, in pain, and needs this stuff. It's all medically, it's all good. This is one case where somebody really needs this. This is their life. It's not a good life. It's like living in a wheelchair with no legs or something. You got to do it. And now she can't afford insurance because her husband has to pay tithe first. Now, first fruits means it is about 10%. You offered that first, but it wasn't money, and it wasn't health. I don't see anywhere in the Bible where it says that tithe your health, but there's over 55 verses in the Bible that say to tithe, or it don't say 10%. I ain't seen 10% in there. Okay, this was all in the New Testament, the 55. All right, I'm just gonna throw a little factoid out there. There's no Dead Sea Scrolls for the New Testament. It was written 400 years after Christ. I don't know who wrote it, but most of it's saying obey the government, pay taxes to Caesar, and give 10% or whatever. Give all this 55 verses. I ain't seen 55 verses in there about love. I ain't seen 55 verses in there about taking care of somebody, but there's 55 verses about that gum tithe. All right, I got a message for the church. With the way the government's doing, and since they don't charge you taxes, how about you give some of these people a break? Let them bring in some food. Start a food bank. Let them do some work at the church. If you got a church that's got maintenance and you're paying a cleaning crew, I hate to take somebody's job, but hey man, there's too many people out there that want to use their tithe, or ask the cleaning crew that, hey, can you tithe the church with a little bit of money we're paying? Whatever. Y'all find ways of pinching pennies. Cut your lights off at night. Save on your power. You know, do things with the church that involve the community doing things, not where you need money from the church. And all you preachers out there, take a break, brother. You're getting a damn house, probably a car, and a little bit of money, and the people feed you. You go to dinners at somebody's house every day. That's the way preachers are. I know what preachers do. So y'all take a break. Give somebody, if it's a serious matter like this church, because I'm gonna leave the address down in the description, all right? Because I'm gonna leave their phone number. Because you call this church, this Mormon church, and you tell, and I don't care about Mormon. It could be Presbyterian. It's all churches say give 10%. The government says give 51%, and now you got the insurance is gonna take about 10-15% itself. That leaves you about 28% to play with, don't it? Used to be you paid 28% in taxes. Now you get 28%. But you're still working your ass off. Sucker, y'all best wake up. Because it ain't just about my friend being sick. It ain't about my friend dying because the police was chasing him last night over some stupid stuff. The thing is, everything's crashing around you, and you're just sitting there. But my friend ain't going to sit there, because some of y'all going to call this damn number. Some of you best call this number and tell these people, hey, you got a deacon there that can't take care of his wife because he's so wrapped up in your religion. You've got him. Can he have a break so they can afford insurance for his sick wife? You know, she's only in her mid-40s, and her life, the rest of her life shot. What 10% she got to give? I'm going to tell y'all something, man. This is sick. This is sickening. That the church will take 10% and the government will take so much more money that leaves you with nothing, that you can't even afford the insurance they're telling you got to have. She can't get Medicaid because her old man makes a good amount of money, but he's giving $800 a month to the church. And he can't afford, and his wife sitting there sick, crying in the bed, and he's like, well, baby, you know, we're going to turn it over to God. Let's turn it over to God. Well, I'm turning it over to you people. What the hell's going on around here? You can't turn everything over to God. God created you to do shit. Now get out there and do something about it. Because this is sick to me. Federal government, you've been ripping us off anyway. You're going to get yours one way. But the churches, you got these people so fooled. Do what you're preaching. Practice what you're preaching. Take care of your congregation. Quit this brainwashing that tithe is over insurance or taking all these people's money. If that's the last one, you know, I heard y'all's excuses. I've been in the church. I've heard preachers sit up there and say, well, if you can't live off 90% of your money, you damn sure can't live off 100%. Look at the way you're getting robbed, America. You're being fleeced like a flock of sheep, and you're just sticking your butt out there and letting them stick it in. Wake the fuck up. Because soon it's going to be one of your friends, or it's going to be you. It's going to be you. Tithe some labor. Tithe some food. Tithe some time with a young man ain't got a father. Teach a little girl how to dance. Hug somebody about 10 times a day. How about that? There's some tithe. Spread some love. But I'm spreading some damn ugly truth right now. This is ridiculous. Churches, back off. You ain't got to pay taxes, and you ain't got to be all pretty either. You bitch about how pretty these Muslim mosques and shit look. So just make your old plain churches, ain't you? Cut the lights off every once in a while. Why are them lights on in them church every night? Every time I drive by church, there's light or their advertisement sign. Looks like some disco sign for an all-night party. Turn some lights off. I'm mad today, y'all. Shit ain't right. And I'm getting tired of it. I mean, this is for real. Quit it. Love some folks, man. Let's start taking care of ourselves and just drop these governments and churches. Just take care of ourselves. I'm going to keep ranting. I'm getting off of here. Look in the description. Call that number. Don't live in fear, and don't be a sucker. Look at why you do what you do. Look at why you do what you do. That's all I ask you. Peace.